Hello, welcome back. If you're just tuning in, watching us, Annie and Zamil in this Thursday's edition. So 1st of March 2012. Right. Imagine how time flies.
I know.
And speaking of time, how time flies, right? Do you remember your very first job?
Wow. Okay. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I do. It was when I was very young.
Did you like your job, or did you actually have passion, or were you actually looking for that particular job?
I wasn't looking for that particular job.
Yeah.
But I got into it because, I just finished
it's just for the sake of getting a job, right?
Getting a job.
Yeah.
And it was a very small job, but I was happy initially.
Right.
And then I hated it.
Ah.
Yeah.
See, I think that's a lot of that's the same thing that happens to a lot of people, because they're just looking for a job for the sake of getting a job. But once they're into that job, it's not the job that they like, or it's just a particular routine. So I remember when I first started working in the corporate world, my friends would say that, oh, I feel like I'm just a robot, just waking up, going to work, go back, sleep.
Punch in, punch out, and that's all you do.
Yeah.
Well, to know more about what you can do to change that mindset and to ensure that you actually do enjoy what you do, and maybe it's about time you move on. I don't know. I mean, we can find out from our guest this morning. We've got, of course, the beautiful Prof. Dr. Rozieta Shari, who's the motivator and trainer. Good morning, Prof.
So our topic today is, it is not just a job.
It's not just
So tell us more about that.
okay, I would like to invite you to visualize this as I'm talking. Imagine on a calm day, you go to the lake and you take a stone and you throw it into the lake. What happened? Ripple.
Yes.
And it continue to ripple out into the end of the lake. As the stone drop down to the bed of the lake. The thing is that we have the ripple moving 90 degrees from the direction of the stone in all direction, 90 degrees. And just imagine that before I continue the next one. And another picture that
I was actually planning to do the when you said imagine yourself at a lake, I was going, yes.
I was hoping that you would transport us to the lake.
Okay, let's transport you to another place now.
Okay.
Now imagine that you are a bee. Just imagine and see a bee every day.
Okay.
Okay, wake up in the morning, so excited, and then go to the flower to collect nectar.
Yes.
And the bee just like to collect nectar every day to make honey for the queen bee. And that's the thing that the bee does every day. And as it moves from flower to flower, because of the hairy legs, sorry, because the hairy
She was looking at yours.
Okay, and the pollen stuck to the hair, and the bee moved to another flower, and called pollination. What's called? Pollination.
Yes.
Pollination. And because of that, the plant bear fruits, and from the fruits, the herbivore can eat the fruits, and because the herbivore can live, the carnivore and the omnivore like us can eat the herbivore, and can also eat the...
Yes, it is a vicious cycle out there.
And
carnivores and omnivores.
The thing is this, the whole... Every creatures on earth was able to be sustained just because of the bee going from flower to flower.
Thank you, bee.
Thank you, bee. Thank you.
We love the bee movie.
And the thing is that does the bee knows that that is causing that? I'm not sure.
So it's a whole ecosystem.
Yeah,
right?
I'm not sure whether the bees know, because I don't think so. You have interviewed the bee before, right?
No, unless it's a man in a bee suit.
Now let's bring it closer to us now.
Okay.
Okay, every day we go to work.
That's right.
You as the host of the beautiful program, I talk about this. And for all this production, we have the cameraman, we have the producer up there,
That's right.
we have the assistant producer, we have the
technical
crew,
people, that's right.
Makeup artists.
Everything, And just maybe I just take one person, maybe the cameraman, right? And every day he just shoot from one
Angle,
particular angle, from one program to another program, doing the same thing every day, right? The thing is this. Maybe it is just the same thing every day. But the thing is, I'm sitting here sharing with you some of the things that I know.
Right.
And I will not be able to bring this to the whole Malaysia without that particular person who shoot the camera to me. And because now we already have YouTube, this message can also reach the whole world.
Yep.
Just by doing the action, just by doing the job that we do every day. Just like the bee moving from flower to flower, causing the whole living things on earth is able to be sustained. Just like the stone dropped to the bed of the lake.
That's right.
We do not realize what we impact in this world. Maybe by just shooting, by just being concerned about the technical, just by being concerned about the light, we thought that we are just doing our job. But I think it is not just a job. We are causing positive difference
and
to
there's
the
a
world.
ripple effect to it.
Yes. And it does not end with us.
That's right.
When it ends our life, when our life ends, it continues with our generation. So that's the thing. When we look at our job, just don't look at as just is. It is not just. It is an excuse for us to actually create this wonderful difference into this world. And it is in our hand. And your job does not come to you just by chance.
Right.
It is not just by chance that you are doing what you are doing now, and I'm doing what I'm doing now, and all of you are doing what you're doing now. It is by design. And when you are not anymore needed to do that job, you will, by nature, by the will of God, you will move to another kind of job.
So we shouldn't be worried when we are studying one particular course, but we end up being something else or doing something else. Like, you know, we were lawyers or accountants and all that.
Become entertainers or, you know, become cooks or whatever.
Or TV hosts.
Because
there you go.
the study, we need to take it, chunk it up.
Yeah.
What we study when we go into university or whatsoever is for us to study the discipline of being successful. So if we can understand that we can be successful in any area. For example, I was supposed to be an architect.
Oh.
I end up being an architect of life.
Oh.
Just put it that way. Yeah. The thing is, there are some people who learn to be an engineer but end up to be an entertainer. Some people are supposed to be a lawyer whatsoever and end up to be an entertainer. The thing is, that's the way we make a difference in this world. That is the way at the moment that we need to just savor the moment. This is it. And
well,
sorry.
Prof, I have to cut you in a little bit here.
Yeah, it's okay.
When you say this is it, and I mean, it's very positive the way you've told us about the bees and the nectar and the ripple effect, because that's exactly how it is. Life is a ripple effect of what I do. What I do right now serves a consequence to everybody else. But what about people who have been in the job, as you mentioned, maybe the cameraman or the light man or whatever, and for him, it's just another day as a cameraman, another day as a guy who's handling the lights, another day as a driver, another day as something, but he has no more passion. So they lose the passion in the job, and that's when it becomes completely like a routine. It becomes mundane. Yes, a drone. What can one do to change that mindset for yourself, for ourselves, and, you know, per se? What can we do to actually get up from bed and go like, zing, I'm going to make a difference?
Thank you for that question. Wonderful question. I just like to borrow what Covey says. Okay. Maybe it is not directly answering that, but we can take from there. There's this man who came to Covey, Stephen Covey, 7 Habits, and he asked, Mr. Covey, I'm not in love with my wife anymore. What can I do? And Covey said, love her. And he asked again. He thought that Covey didn't hear. And Covey answered the same thing, love her. The thing is this, we lost our passion, yes, because we see it as just a job. We see it become like a routine to us. We cannot see the meaning behind it. We cannot see the bigger picture in it. And because of that, we lost that passion. So we need to take ownership and ignite that passion. Another thing is that if we lost that passion, there's also an indication that we need to move into another place. We need to improve ourselves, you know. Maybe not exactly become that particular, we were talking about cameraman, not become cameraman, maybe something else that we have become so passionate about, learn about it, because this is what, borrowing from Robert Kiyosaki, do not work to earn, work to learn. And Bob Proctor said, work is the worst thing to earn money.
Right.
Work is for us to give service.
That's true.
Yeah. And how to earn money? Then that we have to ask Irfan Hairi. Because we have all the passive income and all that we can build to bring us more money. The thing is, when we contribute and give our service to mankind, you know, maybe when I say it, people say, oh, this is just a goody-goody kind of thing. But that's true. Because when you start to look at your job to be more meaningful than what you think it is, then you start to see what happened if I'm not there. And if I'm not there, for example, you just close your eyes for a while and just imagine all the good things that you have managed to do and impact the people around you just because you are there today or yesterday. And if you are not there yesterday, what happens?
That's true.
And when we can understand this, then we have that in love again.
Fantastic.
Well, Prof, you know, should you find a job, having a job at the same time, it's the same as having a purpose in life.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Well, Prof, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it. Now, very quickly to sum it up, basically, two things. One, love your job as much as you can. Two, if you don't love your job, maybe time to move on to another one. Malaysia, we leave you that for food for thought, and we come back to you in a bit. So stay with us with our next topic coming on board.